Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Classic Gaming Grand Prix blind commentary race of Super Metroid 100%. I, as always, am Purple Link 33, and I would very much like to wonder why there's 4 Samuses and 1 not Samus.
Well, simple, because one was Justin Bailey. Heck. Those Samus just not the one people expect.
Indeed. And my other co-commentators, as always, are...
Red Nova. I'm the only one who has actually played this game vanilla in the call.
And I'm SeltasKnight.
Very nice.
Also,
so when
unless being forced to otherwise.
when last we left our runners here, we did have a couple going in. We did have one going into Meridia. We have one starting to fight Fantoon. We did have one at the end of the last episode jumping into Meridia for the first time. Well, someone decided to start the outro way earlier than he should have because he's very intelligent. Like I said, untrained professional. Anyway, we're going to get this episode started in 3, 2, 1, and go. Hey, look, Fantoon fight.
Actually, we're wrong. It's not one person jumping into Meridia and there being one person already in there. There's 2 people already in there.
Oh, there's... Oh.
So you have people in there.
Yep. One just jumped. One just got in. They're doing everyone's favorite missile spot.
Yeah, the jerk missile spot in Meridia.
Or if you're playing a SMZ3, the jerk moon pearl spot.
So actually, Phase and Samus went to Meridia from the direct ship.
Oh, they did Forgotten Highway. Oh,
yeah.
Fusion missed the shine spark. Has to go back and try again.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Also, I feel bad for the standard Samus. Look what they're doing.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's a
not
long...
bad. It's just you gotta wait around for the platforms.
Yeah, doing the shine spark there is much easier, and all of that for a dinky.
Yeah.
This is pain.
Okay, Phase and Samus got the Meridia jerk missile spot thing in actually the first shot, actually.
Fusion just got it on the second attempt.
And Bailey is heading toward
Batu.
Thanks.
Yep.
I always call him Boatoon.
Yep.
I know that's completely wrong, but it's my own little spin on it.
I like to call him Dead, which is what he'll be in a second.
Yeah, a couple of seconds, actually. It would be a second if he had microwave strats, but since
I love microwave strats on this boss.
Oh, yeah. Especially one-cycling it.
Oh, it's beautiful. Or essentially half-cycling it.
Yeah.
And
it's
there goes
absurd.
Wound.
Yep. Still can be killed easy enough with supers, just
yep,
making sure to be able to hit him. Yep, and default Samus is now doing Chozo bowling.
I always love seeing Boatoon get beaten with just super missiles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Justin Bailey Samus is getting that E-Tank.
It's always so nice to see it be done quickly that way.
Oh, it looks like Phase and Samus is going to try the regular way of getting that item up there with the grapple beam.
Yeah, even though it may be the original way, I don't know if that's necessarily faster.
No, I will say it's not, because you can... Although there is using that turtle to help, too, which in case you mess up.
I didn't know that the turtle was available.
Yep.
I got it.
You have to jump on that big turtle shell, and then as long as you're on it, it'll go up into the sky, and you can use that to help you grapple that block.
Looks like Bailey's might be going straight to Dragon right now.
They are.
Yeah, well, they pretty much have to right now, because...
Yep, the only other thing they can really do is do that other sand pit into Spring Ball.
Because they can't do the plasma beam yet until after they beat Dragon because of Gray Doors, so...
Yep, which means that once they beat this, they'll get access to Plasma Beam, as well as they'll get Space Jump.
Yep, they'll get Space Jump, they can... get access to it, they get Space Jump after beating Dragon.
Speaking of items that could be very easily forgotten, here's missiles by Dragon.
Yep. Yeah, the hidden missile spot.
We also now have our second to last individual getting
Gravity suit.
Yep. Sorry, I had to mute.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's right. Combat armor. Samus is on the way there. Yep. And we have our first fighting Dragon. It'd be Justin Bailey, Samus. Meanwhile,
So here's the question: Do they just try and missile? Do they just try and missile them, or is this going to be an electrification here?
It's going to be fried Dragon because of zappage.
Ultimately, if you do having to use the grapple beam, couldn't you just do more damage beforehand and save some cycles?
Yeah.
So there's no reason to not hit
too, though. But also, if you get grabbed the right way, you can also finish them off a lot quicker with this strat.
Yep.
And here's the thing: Justin Bailey had the right formation for it, but was not in a good spot to do it. Because if Dragon grabs you, I'd like to that on Justin Bailey, Samus.
Zero Suit Samus just missed
on the block, the platform, so they're really close to that lower one. So when you get grabbed, you can just shoot up diagonally to grab it.
All
right.
So you know that one spot outside of Rex ship that you have, or just
did Zero Suit miss it?
Zero Suit missed it at the first time.
Ouch.
Which is why they have so little health now.
That is pain. And they're also about to lose another super.
Yep.
Oh, the high spot.
Yep.
Yeah, the high spot. They missed it.
Yeah,
once. They were like
a use speed booster strats to get that. If you mess up, you lose energy in this game from Shine Spark.
Fusion is doing a gate glitch.
Yep. And they succeeded. Yep, that's another trick that I'm glad I've figured out how to do in these randos. Because
can only do it from the right side.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, the only one you can ever gate glitch from the left side is the Wave Gate and Bridstar. That is it. Any other one it will not work on.
Justin Bailey is not going toward Plasma.
I actually understand what they're doing here.
Oh, they're going to use a tube, aren't they?
And then they're going to come up with the tube. I actually thought about this if they were going to do that.
That's actually smart. That's very smart.
That's a very good play.
Yeah, it's not an easy thing.
For Plasma Beam first is that you still drop back down the tube, but then you would have to circle back around to go down the other sand pit. And this way, this just makes more sense.
Yeah, it's not an easy thing to go reverse. It's much easier to go straight to Shack Tool by using one of the sand pits and then using the tube to go back up.
Yeah.
And everyone has gravity suit now.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yep, we have all the gravity suits.
Samus has her gravity suit, too.
Wait, Samus. Wait, Zero Suit. Why are you going back? Or did you get that everything else first? Is my question.
Probably got the gravity suit and then it's gonna pick up the stuff here.
Yep, they grabbed the gravity suit first, and then they didn't grab everything to the right of it.
No, not yet.
That floating.
In all honesty, though, I don't understand that play because you have to go back that way anyway.
I don't think that not really matters too much. It's basically don't forget to get the items, because if you forget and leave the ship, that's even worse. So
yeah, you might lose a second at most by going left and then right.
Yeah.
Regular Samus having a hard time with the Mama Turtle tank.
Yeah.
There they go.
Grabbed it with that.
I'll be honest, a small mistake like that going left then right, I'd rather take the extra second than forget the item.
Yeah. Forgetting the item gives me a killer, and Dyne will tell you about that because of that original CGGP 100% race he did with the others. He got beat up by Wiz by like not even a second. Wiz just eked him out, and Dyne forgot to get the ice beam when he originally was meant to do it. That may have costed him in there.
By the way, we have a Buzzsaw Man Pants sighting in the bottom right-hand corner with Justin Bailey.
Man Pants. Buzzsaw Man Pants, Buzzsaw Man Pants, there he goes.
There he goes.
There's a cartoon.
He threw the
against Fusion.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
It looks like we're also about to have a second Baltoon fight, though the first one just ended.
Buzzsaw Man Pants, Buzzsaw Man Pants, what a name, what a name. only Chugga Conroy could come up with that shit. Holy balls. Holy balls. Yeah, finished.
That is a weird. Oh my god! Look at that! Look at that Batoon.
Yeah,
Weird
that-
ass Batoon here.
Yeah, I've actually seen that before, believe it or not. A Batoon.
It's almost like it's an inverted, like a negative color Batoon.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. Not to mention that the eyes are very red.
Basically, Batoon's evil cousin.
Yep. It looks like we're also about to have another Dragon fight from Zeosuit.
Yep.
Though I'm still curious
Oh
as to
no,
how
Zero Suit's in a wreck ship.
Yeah.
Not Zeosuit,
Samus, actually.
Fusion.
Yep.
Oh
You
yes.
There.
My bad. Wrong person.
It's okay.
And Fusion or Phazon Samus is about to get the E-Tank up there after Batoon.
Done.
Though, I'm curious as to how more E-Tanks are still in the hands of Fusion. And it still seemingly looks like they have more ammo as well.
It might be some of the rounding they did earlier and some of the checks they had. As opposed
Yeah.
to
Yeah, that might be it.
That could
Nope.
make a lot of difference to as you get toward the end of the run.
Yep. Though it looks like we have a plasma beam for
Yep.
Bailey.
Justin Bailey got the plasma beam.
And Justin Bailey is now Quispy.
Yep. Justin Bailey can now officially microwave, even though it beat the easiest two bosses to do so.
There's only one boss left that you can microwave.
Yep. And that would be the Golden Bozo, as I like to call it in Lower Norfair.
Yeah.
Ridley, unfortunately, cannot be microwave, which makes Riddles very upset because he would love to microwave her.
Look, this one Riddles would like to microwave. Ridley happens to be the number one on his list.
Oh yeah, Ridley is enemy number one on Riddles' list, and to be fair, I understand why. He likes.
Oh, nice strat from Fusion there. Very nice strat.
The strat I was talking about earlier. Grab the lower one, you get grabbed by or on top of that platform, and you can reach up and right and let him get electrocuted very fast.
Nice.
I feel like I should take notes.
Yeah. I'm sure as hell taking notes on that one. Damn.
Yeah, because that's the way. The only thing that gets in the way of that is making sure Dragon freaking cooperates. It actually tries to grab you from the left side where you're facing right. And that's where
Nice.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Nice trap from Phazon there, freezing the Metroid.
Yep.
I saw Fusion do that earlier as well.
Like
Though
said,
I
this
think it
is
was
me paying attention.
So,
Well, I'm shifting my focus from everyone.
yep. And Justin Bailey is going back to Norfair, so we have our first heading to Lower Norfair now.
And we have another entry into Metroid Meridia.
Yep, there goes Zero Suit.
At this point, everybody's at least at Meridia or later now, so.
I'll be honest, at this point I don't see how regular Samus or Zero Suit can catch up.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I think they're out of the race, or at least contention for first. And even then, Phazon's gonna have a hard time catching up as well.
I'm mistaken. Now Justin Bailey is Quispy, getting the Ice Beam.
They never got the ice beam earlier. Okay.
Yep. I think the only person who's crispy beside them is Fusion, because I think Fusion does have the Ice Beam as well.
Fusion has plasma now?
Fusion has plasma.
Excellent. I missed that part. Again, like I said,
I-
untrained professional.
Look, I didn't
Oh,
see them get it either.
They're tricky. So. You see one stream, you tend to forget about the others. No,
Like,
Because that
yeah.
looks like plasma. Either that or
Yeah,
Phazon
they've got it.
up for there, but they still electrocuted Dragon.
So either that's plasma on Fusion, or that's a really weirdly colored Spazer.
Well, we'll find out when they actually shoot it.
Yeah,
when they
Spazer's
shoot it.
3 beams, plasma's 2.
That's Spazer. I just saw it.
Okay, yeah, so I didn't get the plasma then.
Yep.
Oh,
But they're likely to be the next person to get plasma.
And Phazon got the space jump, so now they can
Um,
clear the rest of Meridian. Plasma.
didn't Fusion beat Dragon?
Yeah, but they're doing the same thing that Bailey did.
They're doing Buzzsaw Man Pants first. Oh, getting the tube.
Yeah.
That's right.
Going down the left pit dive and then Buzzsaw Man Pants and then going up the tube.
Buzzsaw Man Pants. Buzzsaw Man Pants.
There he goes. There he goes.
His actual name is Shacktool, and it's still a boring as hell part of the game.
But fun fact, the Varia Random, one of the most recent update, did add Shacktool as a custom character sprite.
I saw that. I was watching. I think it was Oats and Goats doing a door and area randomizer, which she's not usually fond of the randomizers.
Look, door and area randomizers are a pain.
I don't mind door randoms in here, but I'm not a fan of area randos.
I'm saying doing both of them together is pain. I've tried.
Ugh.
If it's anything like an entrance rando from Link to the Past, I'll pass. Thank you.
It's like an entrance.
Yeah.
I only did
Let's put it this way: it's an entrance and key rando.
one Zelda 3 rando that had an entrance randomizer, and it turns out it had more than that on it. It also had damage randomizer that somebody else tried too that they gave me the seat on. And
Oh no.
that was terrible. Everything was hit Lionels or chain chomps.
Ow. I did
And
a.
the round,
Go ahead.
yeah, the routing in there turned out to be Ice Palace again. I think it was the Moon Pearl.
No.
And that means getting one room where everything was hitting like a truck. The room where you have to go in, hit the switch, and then go back out left so you can go north.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it
Oh,
was
God.
inverted. Yeah, you're right. That's possible.
Randomizer was also on there, and you had Hyrule Castle guards in that room, as well as anti-fairies. That was disgusting.
Meanwhile, we have a Gold Chorizo sighting here. By the way, one thing I'm noticing from Justin Bailey, they don't have X-ray yet. In fact, the bottom row of screens does not have X-ray yet.
So I think this is almost a 2-horse race at this point.
So they gotta go back and get X-ray regardless. It also means it can't microwave, although there's another strap where it says Justin Bailey showing off. You stand right in front of that Chozo's foot like that, and you get hit by its attacks.
So the reason why I think that there's only a 2-horse race is because I don't know if Phazon can catch up quick enough.
Yeah. We have
And
a
on
screw
top of
attack.
And we also have a plasma beam on Fusion's end.
Yep. And also the other thing is, despite the slight being behind that Fusion's on it, I think they probably have more items to grab together than Bailey does.
Yeah, agreed.
Not to mention, we don't know exactly how many items they each have.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah, because the dads have grabbed more items than Bailey, so that's where they have an edge.
All I know is that it seems like they have about the same amount of missiles, same amount of supers, same amount of power bombs, and they've only got one
more
E-tank
by
in favor of.
Although
what were you saying?
Phazon is topping even Fusion in terms of missile count.
That's true, but Fusion is also not maxed out.
No.
Right.
But I don't think that Bailey is either.
There's dinky missiles that Justin Bailey grabbing the what he called the Mickey Mouse room.
Oh boy. Don't sue me, Disney.
Or don't do what you're doing with Star Wars franchise and crap it all over it either.
Don't get me started. All right, Bailey is going into the acidy room of death and crushing it.
I hate doing that room in vanilla without the respin that you get from
the barrier. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It sucks. That room sucks.
Yeah, that. People call the worst room in the game the room wasn't just around before then, but that could also be one of the worst rooms in the game as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to agree that one room beforehand is probably the worst room in the game, simply because if you don't have space jumping, you have to go through it. It is terrible.
Yeah, it is terrible. I've had that happen before. I've actually had to IBJ my way through that room.
All right, we're about to see
Woof.
Power Bomb Shame.
Yep. It will be vanilla power bomb machine because this is not a rando. So.
Yep.
Oh, I still think
Tell
that
us how many items have been the item of shame in this spot, either a combo rando or a Varia rando.
I still think the funniest thing I've ever saw there was what, the Bow of Shame.
Oh,
Yeah, we've had shame. We had Samaria of shame.
I've
we've
had
had
Samaria of Shame myself.
We've had
Well, we've had Validation Arrow of Shame. I remember that one.
That was great. You can microwave these guys, by the way. The
Yeah, I found that out.
metal pirates.
elite pirates.
also-
I also call them ninja pirates because they're the
You can also
jump
kill them in one volley of super missiles as well.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you
It's
time it right, one cycle with supers.
Though apparently you can also do that with just full beam complements.
And we have combat armor Samus getting the spring ball.
We have someone going into Ridley.
Yep.
Yep, Justin Bailey
Oh,
heading
yeah.
to Ridley.
That was a quick.
Ridley, meanwhile, Fusion Samus is going into Lower North here just about now.
They only have 40 supers, but they're relying mostly on their beam, it seems.
Yeah. You do have charged plasma, so that'll help there.
Well, they've got every beam, so that's going to also increase their damage.
Yeah, at this point, I think pretty much everybody has every single beam. Actually, no.
Not
No,
entirely.
not Zero Suit.
Yeah, Zero
Not-
Suit probably would. Well, actually,
It doesn't, nor does the original. Because we have a Dragon fight coming up
Oh, we
as well.
do.
yeah, default Samus is fighting Dragon.
But we also look like we have a golden Chozo coming.
Fusion Samus is going to fight Gold Bozo. On the other hand, Combat Suit will probably be heading toward the Plasma Beam room coming.
Ridley's down.
Ridley is down, and that is all 4 of the major bosses for Justin Bailey. Now just making sure we
Now
get
that-
all the items before we head on to Mud of the Brain.
Yeah, they have to
Yep.
collect every item. And that's the big
problem right now. And there's the default item that Ridley likes to directly hoard, an energy tank.
So now Bailey's concern is just making sure that they don't miss any items.
Oh yeah, fun story. In SMZ3 multi-world I play with Dyne and Riddles. We all got Ridley in that one. In particular, on my end, that item that was the E-Tank spot after you kill Ridley was Dyne's Varia suit. And all 3 of our fire areas had major items in there for all 3 of us. Mine, I think,
that was a
had
multi-world?
Yeah, it was a multi-world.
and the fire had the following. Mine had my own fire rod. Dyne had his own speed booster, and Riddles has had my Titan's bit.
Was that the disgusting multi-world that you guys did that you wanted to send to someone else?
I can't remember if
That,
it was
that
that.
different one?
Might have been a different one.
Because I remember you guys said that you got the worst SMZ3 multi-world.
Seems like a
ever.
lot of it bad lately, though. There was a 3-player one that was terrible, but then there was a 6-person after that was.
Yeah,
not
the
great.
3-player one that you guys got that was terrible is the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, that. It's actually gotten to a point where playing those, actually I have to turn on early swords, which I haven't done in the multi-world. Just make sure early morph is on because grew random morph in multi-world.
You have to turn on what, early swords?
Yeah, it's getting to the point where you even have to turn on early swords just because of how much stuff those seeds can lock behind. In my opinion, the worst thing about doing multi-world, any rando for that matter, item chains. Those are the worst thing that can happen in any rando.
Oh, yeah.
Because it doesn't matter how good a seed you have, a dumb item chain can wreck even a decent seed. But they can make otherwise obnoxious seeds with things like randomized morph or other stuff like Aga 1 or any of that BS even worse.
Yeah. I remember you guys getting one of those obnoxious ones. I'm not going to say what exactly it was, but it was terrible.
Do you want to bring back
The only
any
way-
bad memories?
Okay, and we got Justin Bailey getting the
It's
missile.
more, I think that was the one that they wanted to send to someone.
Oh, yeah. Interesting
Then,
play
yeah.
by Fusion, by the way. Not really refilling their supers.
No, I noticed that.
Then again, they do have all the beams, so they can beam Ridley if they
That
need to.
That barely hit.
And oh yeah, the last Varia random seat I had, the one way room that Justin Bailey's in, Plasma Beam was in there.
Oh God.
But that was
yes, that's a no.
I've been trying to do some plandos for Varia Rando. And I remember that one of my ideas I ended up finding out was impossible was trying to put every single upgrade into Lower Norfair.
Yeah, the problem with that is you still need certain items to get in the Lower Norfair. And
Yeah.
I might
Maybe.
revise that plan and do it later, but there's no way it's going to be as fun as I want it to be now.
I think at the very least you need to get in the Lower Norfair. And even then, you would still need other items to help you get the stuff. So
Oh my god. Look what... Did you see what Fusion was doing?
I saw.
Shooting them from above apparently can kill quicker.
Some nice strats on the Metal Pirates.
the Elite Pirates, as I also call them, the Ninja Pirates.
They're also abandoning some super missiles and just going straight to the boss, it seems.
Yeah. They're going to rely on their beams.
Ooh. This is the last boss for them as well, so once they get past this...
And Justin Bailey, meanwhile, is...
They're going ahead and using the supers anyway.
Probably using what they have.
Just use what they have and then use beams after that.
No, that's different from what Justin Bailey did. Bailey just relied on the beam.
Yeah, that's the beauty of different strats, though. Yeah, because Justin Bailey could have used all the supers and would have had a decent amount. I don't know if they would have killed Ridley with it, but would have.
You know, I'm actually starting to agree with you guys that Bailey might be dying.
Yeah, I don't know if I said I ever agreed that Bailey was dying, but...
Dyne likes his waifus.
He does, but that doesn't necessarily mean he has Justin Bailey as his thing, too. He might...
That is true.
Yeah.
Oh, nice strat on Fusion, jumping right into Ridley's claws as Ridley goes down.
I'm also trying to think how each player plays.
Yeah.
Well, I know most of them. Like, I don't know how Lee entirely plays Metroid.
Maybe it might be Lee might either be Justin Bailey or Fusion Samus, because Lee does like to go through stuff fast, so...
He does.
Yeah, at the same time, has he ever done a 100%? I don't know if he's done a vanilla 100%.
Now, if he's played enough randos, he probably knows or figured out where things were, so...
Look, I've played enough randos where I can tell you where everything is. Do I have enough knowledge on the randos to tell you how to route it? No.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're not Lee, though. Lee has classified himself as a rando speedrunner. There's a big difference.
Fair point.
By the way, Justin Bailey now going back to get those missiles from Kraid.
Yep.
Because not only that, has to go back and get the X-ray scope, too, so...
Yep.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of people who have to do that. Primarily Fusion and Justin Bailey, both of which have finished the last boss fight.
Already got their X-ray scope.
Yep, everyone else has got it, so... I honestly think we're down to a two-horse race here as we start to wind down. As we start to get close to winding down number 3. But I think the bottom two are going to win.
And you got FaZe and Samus dealing with the Elite Pirates.
It's really a race between those two of them, mostly because it's now about collecting the items, and depending upon how the different way they path their game will depend upon whether or not they will win. And right now it seems like it's in Justin Bailey's favor.
Yep, albeit they still have some items to collect yet, but right now they still have the lead.
Yep.
Particular, I gotta get the X-ray scope. I think if there's anything else, it's probably minor stuff, not major upgrades. Oh yeah, and that's the thing that sucks about Space Jump and Vanilla.
Yup.
Love having the infinite space jump in Varia rando, because
got another Ridley fight, and we also have a Gold Chorizo fight.
Hey,
yeah.
Gold Chorizo is down.
Yeah, it's definitely a race for first.
Finger bozo.
The race for first is definitely between Fusion and Justin Bailey. I think at this point, third is likely going to go to Phazon.
I guess it depend on if original Samus can do
Default
how well they
Samus
get
is
through.
beat.
Yep, that will determine it, but it's literally a race for first and for third at this point.
And fifth isn't a race. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the person playing Zero Suit, but you're a little behind.
Let's be honest. They're still trying to do. They're finishing up Meridia, right?
Was dead. Goodbye, Ridley. Fall to pieces and see you around in the next rando. You can either hot meat or...
At least I'll say, for Zero Suit, it's commendable that they're still going.
Yep, absolutely.
This isn't an easy thing to be able to do.
No. I mean, this game is a very, very technical, challenging game. And to have to go for that full 100% is.
Justin Bailey's got to go back to old Brinstar, or are they just using that to get back? They might be
using that to get back. I don't think either of them did. First off, this check, nor did I think.
Okay, well, Justin Bailey didn't know.
Oh, and that's the end of the video. See you next time, everyone.
See ya.